Well, we've had several conversations between you and us in the past about dealing with dusky skin or deep skin tones and how to correct them so there's an evenness across the face. That's specifically what I'm going to deal with today. I have prepped and primed her skin with moisturizer and a primer. Now, if you notice, the skin on her face is dull mainly around the eye area, around the cheek, just under the high of the cheek, and normally around this area. And the pigment is quite different from what is otherwise a bright face. If you notice the center of her face, her forehead is bright, nose is bright, the cheeks are bright, and the chin is bright. And so is the neck and the chest. So you want to create this kind of a balance. So I would say actually focus quite on the center. It actually brings balance to the whole face. But I will correct all these differences by using color concealers, correctors. Not to mention brands or anything, but you will find color correctors in palettes like this on almost every professional store counter, makeup store counter. It may not be available in regular brands or mass brands, but every pro makeup brand will have this, and you'll get a whole choice from really expensive to inexpensive to choose from. I'm going to get started. So I'm going to take a bit of orange corrector. Another thing is, don't whack on a corrector. It's not meant for heavy use. A corrector literally is supposed to take away the dullness. So the tiniest amount is necessary. You don't need to slap it on. So I'm going to do an orange first, and it's a fairly deep orange. It's a tiny amount. You should not be able to see the orange as a separate entity. Don't forget the inner corner of the eye, because this throws a lot of dullness on the face. You should be able to bring it back to balance and then take it further away in makeup. So I haven't done a thick layer. It's just enough, because this is not the only layer of makeup. So remember that you cannot slap on at this stage. You're going to build up to create a skin-like finish. So it's just literally to cancel the dullness under the eye. That's the only function of this. Likewise, around the mouth. So in the first step of the correction process, what I've done is literally nullified the blues and violets on her face. So what I've done is taken off the shadows. Now, what happens when you have a little bit of orange is the skin turns orange. It becomes a warmer tone. Now you want to bring that also back into some kind of control. So with a tad bit of yellow, yellow also brings brightness to the face. So I'm just going to go over the same areas with the yellow. You could also do this after your concealer. And you'll see as I'm working what's happening to the skin. If you notice, the orange kind of starts blending into her own skin tone right here. Where I previously had applied the orange, it's slowly turning into a skin color. Again, tiny amounts. Don't use a heavy hand, because there's still more makeup to go. So I'm going to find a foundation that kind of works close to her skin, if you notice. And you'll see that this is going to bring color, bring closeness to her, kind of wraps up the makeup. Let's blend this off. Again, choice of tool is yours. I use brushes, but you're most welcome to use anything that suits you. Again, I'm just focusing on what needs focus. I'm using a foundation brush to just even out the strokes, even out the skin. I've just applied that. I'm going to blend it off. So there you go. That kind of brings the entire thing back to balance. Again, for a setting, I would use a beautiful yellow powder. Tiny amount will do. The idea is to set and brighten. So that kind of takes care of what we were trying to achieve. So there's a nice balance between her face and neck. I'm just going to brighten up and finish up her makeup with a little bit of mascara to bring her eyes back into focus. And she already has a little bit of lip balm on, so not much fuss there. So there you go, just to complete the look a little bit and show you how a clean, well-balanced face looks like.